how you say it, Roe versus Wade decision. So I'm not exactly sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exactly sure what has changed from what last time I read about this.
From the last time you read, last time you read, something's changed since the day that they overturned
I
it.
feel like maybe because all right, for example, right, the day when all this went down, there was like a map where they were saying certain states that would be implementing this law where abortion was illegal. And the first map I saw, Florida was not included on the map. But then I saw a map like yesterday or this morning, and Florida is on it. So it's like,
Oh, they
is it a
probably
thing where
Florida
it's
probably
like,
just decided, just made the decision
okay,
because it's
okay,
like different states making their own decisions.
okay, and so, but the what do you call it? The law or whatever is that it's up to your individual state that you live in to decide, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Got you, got you. So, B Cherry, explain to me, because obviously I'm not a woman, so I don't, I'm ignorant to some of these things. What is it about this decision and the whole situation that's going on that has the woman up in arms? Like, what has women?
Well, because I'm still not understanding when the Supreme Court makes a decision, it's not that every state has to follow it, right?
That's what I was asking. I guess that's what
Isn't
it
it?
is.
Isn't it like a threat that other states can follow it,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Other states can make the decision on it. It's not like a
real
full.
easy. So when they say other states can make a decision, they don't have to go through no court or nothing. They could just wake up one day and be like, starting this
Yeah, like
day,
who exactly makes this decision?
That I
you
don't
know.
know. Probably like the government in
Yeah,
that
probably
state.
the governor or some shit. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of states haven't followed suit yet, but I think one did already so far. I think Mississippi or something. I don't remember
No, a
what
lot of
state it
states
is
have followed suit. You can't get
Yeah,
abortions
yeah.
in some states already.
already.
Yeah.
So the women are up in arms, right? I'm not talking about if I'm pro-choice or not, right? Like whatever.
Oh,
That's
so
not what.
for the record,
Yeah.
you refuse to state here whether you're pro-choice or not.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't. I'm not. I'm not gonna. I just don't want to get confused with what I'm saying. What I think of what's going on.
Okay, so in other words, you're not giving us your opinion. You're just telling us the facts.
Oh, I'm pro-choice, but I'm not pro-choice to the point where like I'm mad at what they got going on. I'm like, okay, I just know that I'm gonna have to protect myself better in order to, not get pregnant or make sure I'm not messing with somebody I wouldn't want to get pregnant by at this point. I gotta think smarter at this point. But that's now. But there are people that get raped. There are things that happen with incest and things like that.
That's different.
You get,
That's different.
but you can't abort it if it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the main things that I think is the only problem with it is that this now, if this is fully true as it is, this leaves rape victims and like you said, incest victims and stuff like that. It's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? I feel like they at least should have the option to not go through with that pregnancy because
Yeah.
that's a situation you didn't ask for in any kind of.
Yeah, and they say, well, if God didn't want it to happen, then it wouldn't have happened. So that baby needs to be here. That's how they think. All right. So that's one. Now, this is what I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. TikTok crazy, but this is before I even seen anything on TikTok because I just think like this. I'm doing somebody's hair, a guy here, and I said, watch, Roe versus Wade is gonna get overturned. They're going to let it, they're going to let this thing go through. He's like, why do you believe that? Why? I said, because there's a certain group of people that are losing in numbers.
Yeah. Exactly.
And they can't allow that to happen. If they're saying stuff like rape should happen, next thing that's about to, oh, I can't say that. I'm sorry. R word.
Yeah, you about to get a whole
Grapes.
channel banned.
Great. I'm sorry. Great.
It's gonna get shut down.
If they're saying grapes, a baby through grapes can happen, you know what I'm saying? Then what do you think the next? This is phase one. What do you think phase two about to be?
What?
Them babies is getting made.
Yeah. I could mess
Them
with that.
babies is getting made.
They gonna find something out because like I did see something where I shared it on Instagram too, where this I don't know who it was. She was standing next to Trump, and she's like, "This is a step forward for white life," and like she was dead ass. Like,
I don't get it. This is the part that fucking confuses me because statistically they're saying, right, that minority women, meaning mostly Hispanic and black women, are the main ones getting abortions.
they saying that,
If you
but
stop them,
if
if
you
you stop them from getting abortions, ain't the world just gonna be full of nigga and Hispanic babies?
nah, they're saying
We
that
aren't
people.
the
No,
we
no,
aren't.
people saying that, but if you really look at the statistics, it's white people that's really getting most of the abortions. Because
Really?
you got to remember, we're the minority. So if we get what 2,000, 3,000 abortions a year, that's just number I'm throwing out there. I don't know the exact number. And white people are getting what 2,000-3,000 abortions a year. You know what I'm saying? Like the percentages is gonna be like all, like weird. It's
Well,
gonna look like black people are getting more.
to
Sorry.
be honest with
I
you,
did that wrong. I said that wrong. But I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying math wise.
I get what you're saying because the fractions,
Yeah.
so a 2,000 coming from a smaller portion
Mm-hmm.
is a lot
Yeah.
according to something that's a bigger portion.
Yeah.
However, let's say those portions just being fed to you, making you think that it's a lot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mind you, we're the ones statistically always having babies and a bunch of baby daddies, whether we're black or Spanish, right? And there's a lot of mixing going on. If you don't claim the mixed ones as your own, that means it's more blacks,
Yeah.
period. So you really feel like you're washed. You don't have the pure as much as you do. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you're like, yo, we want the pure. Like we want the pure. That's what we want.
I believe that's
And
what it
a
is.
lot of those girls are attracted to a lot of those girls are attracted to those men, and now the men's coming this way. So it's like, oh hell to the no. We need to fix it up. They tried to, everything in their power to make them want to have babies. You feel me? But now it's kind of like you having these babies.
Yeah, because think
Yeah,
about it.
no.
Like I seen something where like think about it. You know how like the traditional white household or white American household, and this is like with no like not any disrespect or anything. You know what I'm saying? The typical white household, they don't. It's like they don't like to have too many children. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
like they gonna have one child or none. You know what I mean? And if they start about to have more children, then they're gonna get abortions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Those are the people that they're
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, we want you to have kids so you can continue populating. You know what I'm saying? But they're worried about their money growth and their businesses and things like that, and they not having kids. You know what I'm saying? So I feel
Okay.
like that's who they're really. That's who that law is really for. You know what I'm saying? It just trickles down and affects the minorities in a slight way, but I don't know.
Right.
I don't think it affects it that
That's
that
just
much.
that's just one thought, but I know that's the main reason.
I feel like they should have, you know what I mean? Like I've been, obviously been having a lot of conversations with people about it and stuff like that. And while I feel like I understand them trying to control it or put a cap on it, like I could understand at least if they were like, only X amount of abortions a year, or whatever. Them trying to completely take it away, I feel like is a little bit extra. But honestly, I gotta say, in my opinion, I don't feel like the reasons and all the conspiracy stuff that everybody thinks is is what it is for me. I feel like it's like they looked at how much of these procedures were being done. They realized that most of them are being done under the state's bill because let's face it, when you go do this procedure, if you go to the right place and you do your insurance, even if you don't have insurance and you fill out the right paperwork, it's completely taken care of. It's free. And I feel like the government just gets tired of paying for shit for people. And they probably saw how much this was happening, and they were like, "Yo, we're not covering this shit no more." So the only way to take care of this is to just have certain states that we know are going to ban it, and to give them the opportunity to ban it completely. So, is it right? No, but I do feel like Bee even said herself earlier, if you're a mature adult, you just got to know that you got to adapt. You got to do what you got to do. You got to, whatever the situation is, contraceptives or Plan B's, like you gotta do what you gotta do. But I feel like these days, as human beings, not just women, but human beings in general, we get upset just from the idea of people taking things away from us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That we had.
My thing with it though, like if I wish it was something really, like if they were like really looking out for the people, then it'll make sense. But you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it could be a funding thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's not the greatest reason. They could have figured a way to not just here, we're not funding it. We're not funding it, y'all can do it, whatever. All right, boom. Or you know what I'm saying? Because there's so much things, not loopholes, but like messed up things that come over, like you said, the rape victims, or like you got ectopic pregnancies where there's a baby growing but not in the sac. You know what I'm saying? And that could
It's
kill.
probably medically needy, you
Huh?
know. See,
Say it
it's
again?
probably seen as medically. It's probably seen as medically needy.
Yeah, but still, it's still an abortion. That there's still a baby in there. You know what I'm saying? There's like so you got ectopic pregnancies that it's just weird stuff. You got maybe I don't know. It's just so much different things that come with it where it's like it's kind of it's
They should have. Edited, not edited, but you know what I mean. Like they should have not just straight up banned it or whatever. They should have looked at the numbers and been like, all right, if you absolutely need it, you know what I'm saying? Like there's obviously circumstances. So, but I don't know. My thing with it is I just feel like the reaction to it is what I'm kind of confused by because I just feel like
why people are so mad.
yeah, because I just
I
feel
think
like there's
a lot
ways
of
around it. If you really, really, really got to get it done, get on a plane, go to New York or wherever it's still allowed to be done. I just don't think like I think the government does shit like this to us because they know like what pushes our buttons. You get what I'm saying? Like you Congress right now, the Supreme Court is filled with Republicans. Republicans are clearly still a little bit sour about the whole Donald Trump fake votes thing. So you knew they was gonna do this. They clearly was gonna take whatever chance they could to get back at niggas to do it. So I feel like we got to start looking at more so how we vote and who we put in office, the promises that we listen to, because both Biden and Homegirl promised that stuff like this wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? That was part of the whole package deal that they were selling people to vote for them. And then now look where we're at. So I feel like we got to start also putting the blame on them people too that be tricking us instead of just saying, oh, it's the Supreme Court, it's the Republicans, it's the conservatives. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like I said, it's like it's different because I like some of the people that's mad about the pro life or pro choice, or you know what I'm saying. I feel like I can't blame some of them that's mad because you know like some of the like women that's fighting it are mad about it. They're saying you know it's my body, my choice. I can understand that, and yeah, it's one of them tough situations. But the law, like I said, it's just a weird law to me that they made it a law. Like you can't get abortions in some states. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
So let's see.
weird.
Kim says, I think people are upset the most because out of everything they should be worrying about, they're worrying about this when so much more change needs to happen. Yeah, that's true. That's the other thing I was confused about because I was like, all this gun violence and stuff going on and all these other problems. Why was this the main?
The banning on guns. They gonna ban guns before they ban abortions before they ban guns. That's a big one.
I thought that was kind of interesting. It was like
That kills people. Don't they want people? Like
I seen a
so
post.
Important, right?
I seen a post. I reposted. They said that if a pregnant, I forgot what it was like. They said if a pregnant woman got robbed at gunpoint, they'll be more worried about if she's gonna get an abortion more than that gun.
yeah,
something like that. It was some crazy.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I don't know, but again, this is like you cannot count on the government, bro. You can't count on the government to do the right thing. You can't count on them, to be honest. You can't count on them to move correctly, like. Because like, and another thing too is I feel like they handle things like what we still have all not really come to a conclusion on what they could even do about this gun thing. You know what I mean? Like, what can they really do about it? You know what I mean? Like, and while I assume they're eventually going to get to that, I don't know how these people's agenda works or what their fucking list is like, but clearly they're not worried about it right now. But yeah, again, the Supreme Court is full of Republicans and conservatives. So,
And another thing, reason why I believe that this is, they're doing this to help the white community or white population is because I did hear they also doing something about the contraceptives, like kind of like Plan Bs. That they may be taking that away as well. From what I heard, I don't know how true that is.
Jesus, I feel so sorry for these.
So they go in the extreme measures, and like I said, bro, like that lady's that I don't know who was next to Trump. She was at that rally. She said we made one step forward for white life. So
white life.
I don't know. I don't know what, like, and she said it out her mouth, so it's like a conspiracy, but like
He said white lives, right?
She said white life, like literally
White
loud
life.
and clear. So it's like
These people getting real bold.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
getting real bold out here. It's getting real bold. Just you know that.
Yeah, man, we long past the times of Barack's presidency, huh? Some time is gone.
And it's funny. It's funny how you say they're getting bold and stuff like that. Because I mean, I was having a conversation a long time ago. This is before Trump was president, and and they, Trump was talking about keeping Mexicans out and this, that, and the other, right? And it seemed like a joke at the time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, yo, look at Trump.
The wall situation?
Yeah, the wall, like, you know what I'm saying? This is before, I think this is even before he ran for president. Like, before it was serious that he was running for president. And he was just talking like, yeah, I'm going to keep the Mexicans out and this, that, and the other. And some people were looking at it as a joke. And I was like, bro, this man's going to become president. Like, he's going to be the president because this is what he's talking is what these people want. And sure enough, bro became president, and it became a real thing. Like, he wasn't joking. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no conspiracy. He was saying this like it was real deal. I feel like that's where we're getting to. Like, the things that you would think would be a joke, like maybe years back, you'd be like, somebody would probably say, "Oh, yeah, they're gonna ban abortion. You're not gonna be able to get abortion if you want to. They're gonna take Plan Bs away. This, that, and you'd be like, yo, that's a joke, bro. What are you talking about?" It's really, I feel like it's really happening where they're getting real bold and really saying the stuff that their beliefs, their crazy beliefs, and they're making it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. These people definitely have an agenda. But before we close out, I'm gonna ask, just a question about the situation. So one of the things for me that I was like, thinking about it and trying to at least come to some sort of conclusion as to how this can make sense is like, or I guess you could, as far as being proactive afterwards, I feel like women specifically, obviously, just like with guys, right, gotta have some level of like sexual responsibility, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a woman and you don't want to have a baby right now, specifically, and you keep sleeping with a guy or guys who keeps trying to impregnate you, it would probably be in your best interest to not sleep with that guy anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like, with or without.
They will try to impregnate you now.
Huh?
They will try to impregnate you.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know I'm aware that is a thing.
Do you continue this or not?
And a woman, obviously, you don't know that just from, looking at a nigga or some shit like that. But between, the act of sex happening and the time after, you should at some point be able to know, like, okay, this nigga is not playing. Like, he's really trying some shit. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, and this is someone who's not going to listen to you, you got to either stop being sexually active with this person or get them to agree to using contraceptives. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think we like forget how sex, not that we don't forget, because obviously we're adults, we know, but we act like we don't remember how sex works. And it's like, bro, it's not as innocent as we're all acting. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like what they're trying to, the picture they're trying to, illustrate here is that women have sex with guys. Nobody knows what's going on. All of a sudden, I'm pregnant. I got to get rid of baby. That's not exactly how it works. It's not,
I mean, my thing is, if you want to get rid of the baby, I don't think it's wrong. You feel me? But it's like,
it's
okay,
not wrong.
how many times You gonna do this. So
Bro,
what they should
I know
do
someone who
is
told I
have
know someone
your fifth
who
time should
knows
be
someone
10
who has
bands.
done this procedure over 9 times, over 9, 10 times. They've done this procedure.
But you know it messes up her womb, and then she eventually won't be able to hold a baby.
But some people don't care
But
about that. But think about it. If you're on your 10th time of this, you don't want a fucking baby, clearly. So you don't like.
You know what I also thought about when it came to this, is that the effects is that's what's gonna happen. This may be really bad for this situation here. All right, so say, boom, these women all do have these babies, right? Some of them really don't want the baby. What's gonna happen next? Because you got postpartum stress or whatever, postpartum stress disorder. A lot of these women, unfortunately, will be pushed because they're mentally not gonna be stable because of postpartum, and they're gonna end up killing a lot of these babies. That is what I'm gonna see happen. That's what you're gonna see happen. A lot of them are gonna kill the babies.
I mean, I see a lot of
and
them
kill themselves.
giving them up for adoption before I see them killing them. That's a little drastic, but
Trust me.
that's more babies for
you-
them to traffic.
that's what I'm
Look
saying.
at
But
that.
you see it a lot. You see a lot of postpartum and killing their babies, bro. You're gonna see it a lot more.
What I'm saying though is there's several, like, all right, we all know how this shit works. You get pregnant 9 months until you have the baby. From what I've read, the abortion pill you have up until 11 weeks. That's about what, 2.5 months. Mm-hmm. Plan B is 72 hours. Contraceptives is condoms. It's like, I feel like
No, sometimes you don't know you're pregnant by 2 months. Sometimes you might not know till 3.
And here's what, and again, I cannot speak on it. I'm not a woman, but I don't know. But I just feel like to be 2 months, 2.5 months pregnant and not know it all, you have to be extremely irresponsible. Like,
no, I didn't know. I never found out I was pregnant with my daughters till about 2.5 months.
So there was no signs of this. Like, you didn't, no throwing up.
You get signs. You get signs, but that's pretty much like the best time to wait to take the test because it doesn't really show right away. You don't find out in 2 weeks and 3 weeks.
So at what point is the test active? Like, what point is the test?
When you miss your period.
And you did not miss a period.
No, so when you miss your period, so it takes about 4 weeks for you to miss your period. But what if you just had your period when you got pregnant? So that it gets there, it comes there. So now you're just waiting, then you finally take that test. Then you either find out that you are, or sometimes the tests don't work that well, so you go to a doctor to really confirm if you are or not. It depends on how much HCG you push out in your pee. So I'm not going to sit there because it just depends. Some people, they're not pushing out HCG. Some girls, they're basketball players, so they don't really have periods regularly because they're so athletic. And their core is so strong, you can't even see them. They can't even see themselves even being pregnant till they're about 6 or 8 months. Yeah, because you could not have a period, especially if you're very athletic, like
right.
Or like my sister, some people they bleed irregularly and all the time, or some people just don't bleed at all. It's sometimes like it's not. I have regular, but there's some people that's not regular, and it's a lot of us.
Got you.
It's a lot of us, so it can. That part right there, it can get. I can understand why you're going off of the book of this is how it should be. That's average woman, but trust me, it's a lot of women.
Not average. And again, I get that. But like I said, it all to me falls under being an adult and being responsible. If you know your personal situation, you gotta live life the way that fit. You know what I'm saying? The way your situation fits. Like,
sure.
If you know that's your situation, I don't know. I just feel like if you're someone who's not out there, if you have a partner, that's your partner that you're sleeping with, this shouldn't be an issue because you guys should be able to talk and come to some type of conclusion on how you can still get things done. And if you're someone who's not having sex with a specific partner and you're just out there doing it every night, that's cool too. But then you should be protecting yourself anyway. You shouldn't even be in the position to be, you know what I mean? Like,
I like it raw.
Hey, and that's what I'm saying. If that's cool. But if that's the case, then
you better pull it out.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta
no abortion needs child support, baby. Like what's
more
up?
money,
what
more money.
doing?
I just don't see with this law. I don't see no positive out of it. I don't see nothing good coming out of this law. Nothing good that comes with it.
Because
in my
it's
opinion.
one-sided, yo. It's not about us.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's all of their thoughts that came into this law was just like
you guys are boom. All right, boom. Now see what Kim just said. There's also STDs. I feel like it's crazy how these days, as adults, even especially, like for example, I feel like when we was in high school, maybe it was because that's when they was mostly teaching us about all this stuff. I feel like people cared more about STDs and stuff like that way more during that time period. In adulthood, people more so care about babies. Like anytime you meet someone new, whatever, and you say to them, you know, like, or something's about to go down and they want to use protection, it's not, oh, we need protection because I don't know you very well and you might, it's, yo, I don't want to get pregnant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like way more these days people are concerned about pregnancy than they are about STDs, which is crazy to me. Because
crazy.
The backlash of this thing is just showing to me how much people are out here having unprotected sex. Like
maybe I guess that could be a little positive out of it. Like it may slow down the STD rate because people are gonna be way more
people are gonna have to
protective.
start wrapping it up, bro.
People gonna be way more protective, but other than that, I don't see much positives out of it.
I said it on Instagram. I feel like if they made a law, if the same Supreme Court made a law saying we're no longer gonna health insurance or health professions will not cover STDs. We're not gonna help with STDs. I don't think people would have cared this much.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
I said, fuck that. Yeah, I'll take the STD. Just don't give me a kid.
Yeah, like that's the narrative basically. It's like, look,
STD.
I roll the dice with them STDs. I don't want to take care of no baby. Like, it is what it is. But I don't know.
Well, you could kind of tame an STD with all these things.
Come on, son.
But a baby mama?
Can't tame a baby mama.
So are we saying in 2022 a baby mama is officially worse than an STD?
You attached to her family if she got a toxic mama or daddy. All those people, you're stuck with wanting to connect with your child, but she probably holding it from you. Or if you're a woman, you're stuck with this nigga always like stalking you and stuff like that. And there's people, boy. But listen, we keep having our babies most of the time. It's not for us.
That's what I'm saying. That's one thing I believe. This ain't for us, boy. They don't. They don't.
There's
care
power
what.
in numbers.
It's
There's a number
folks.
that is low.
Y'all niggas is black. What laws is for us?
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I'm like so confused. Like people are like, hey, look, nigga. The government never made no laws.
They gotta put y'all money in condom stocks.
Yeah, that's what I was about to mention. We need to start a condom business.
Yeah, I already saw some stores like Plan B's already being like they flying off the shelves. Like they're limiting them to one per family now or something like that.
Damn.
Well, my daughter's old enough, and
Yo.
Whoa.
Go grab one.
Just use condoms. Like, just protect yourself, guys.
What, mommy? Why does candy cost $50?
Yo, expensive candy.
That's crazy. Condom stocks. Yeah. I might have to start
This
a
shit's
condom
crazy.
business.
You can order that shit. You know you can order Plan B through like
Amazon. Amazon, yeah. There's some on Amazon.
Yeah, like through your groceries, you can order that shit.
Now, if they stop Plan Bs now, which I don't know if it's true. I just heard it, so I haven't really checked it.
It's still like a form of abortion, but
Yeah.
that's if you're pregnant. Like, most people pop them things not knowing what they are.
Yeah.
What, Plan B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What 21 Savage? Feed ass a Plan B. He said that in one of his tracks. I forgot.
Yeah.
They be like, you can't lead till you try this Plan B.
Yeah. So they.
I usually put that shit under your tongue and spit that shit out.
See, that's that toxic. See, if you was a girl and you looked good, your ass gonna have all the NBA players, baby.
Them niggas probably keep Plan B like in a just on them like.
Listen, Plan B is not close to abortion.
Why are you going all around the world and you're raw, like dogging? Like, come on.
Yeah, Plan B's not an abortion. Plan B's more like Plan B stops you from getting pregnant, right? Like before
it like
you take it in the right time.
it terminates it if it
It
like it
melts the
terminates
it
that
melts
little
the
conception.
melts the sperm.
If you say life starts at conception, you have pretty much stopped that conception or killed to
And
that
for the record,
conception. So you are a
I think
murderer.
those people are a little bit extreme. Life starts at conception. Like, no. No, 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 no. No.
No, 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 no. Listen, if that's the concept you go off of, then you would try to stop the plan B.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But people been knew them niggas was crazy. Like, that's the same people that be saying, like, oh, you know, like, that's like them Jesus God people that's crazy. Because what other, you know what I mean? Like, what other reason? Just like while they'll use that to say why they hate gay people. Oh, because it's against God. It's like, okay, nigga, you just hate gay people. That's why you.
Yeah.
Because you do a lot of things that's against God.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
do a
what
lot
you
of
see what I'm
things.
saying? Like the same people would do some shit, and it's like, why shit you do is cool, but the like, oh man. Well, it's been fun, guys. It's 12:30. I think we got to pack this up, man. It's been an interesting conversation. Hopefully, we can